juice?
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their speed and what they do well and maybe what they don't do so well. And it really helped him acclimate and get himself a big victory in week.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Well, the Atlanta Falcons, their offense takes the field again, and the story for them this year, if you had to sum it up in one word, I think you would agree, it's been injuries in 2008. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun, Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you can play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To the air again, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll toss it to Coleman. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. He's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, let's go. Four down, four down. Right, 55. Right here, 22.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw is Ryan. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. It's Coleman here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Prescott on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. First down, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Beasley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, Ryan. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Ryan to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the eye. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Uses the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with time running out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. He's back to throw, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
This one taken from the 7. The spin. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.